Good morning.
And hold on a minute. Welcome to In the Morning with Eddie and Vinny, where Eddie is already in timeout. Had to put him in timeout already because he was late. He was late, left me here hanging. How you gonna leave me hanging today, bro? Of all days, you're gonna leave me hanging. I don't
I,
understand that, bro.
I
I don't-
totally, totally,
Look
totally,
at the
totally
hair. Would you just wake
apologize.
up? Did you just wake
No,
up?
no, it's just that I was like running around and I was like trying to get my news in it, but at the same time I'm cooking my meals for the week. So I'm like running back and forth. But I got lost. I got lost in the news because this whole Hawaii thing, it's got me like boggled. Like I
Bro, it's
can't believe
tripping,
like
isn't
what's
it?
going on now. So
Hawaii,
but
bro,
I don't
Hawaii's a trip right now. It's a
yeah.
trip.
So I mean, the way that I'm seeing it, don't let celebrities buy land there ever, ever. I was like, do not let them get involved. At the moment they start buying it, because it looks like they were involved. I don't know. I don't
Bro,
whether they were involved or not. There was already somebody in here saying that they were actually going to go ahead and help by buying it all off.
well,
And I was like, I don't know how buying it all off actually helps.
Well, did you see what our the first bit of news? Did you see they're already blaming the Hawaiian Power Company for starting the fires? They're saying the high winds knocked over the power lines and the power lines started the fires. So therefore, it's the electric company's fault.
Well, I don't know. Again, speaking too soon, about it, because again, like I said,
Mm.
whether it was an energy weapon, it was just a fire started somewhere, and now we have this one where a power line, a spark started it, and all that stuff because of the high winds. I do have a video footage here that I found from somebody that recorded it before it's well as the wind started and then the smoke started. Can't really see anything of how it possibly started, but this whole entire thing has got me like really like what's going on? What's going on? And not only that, they can't. There was a guy actually that TikTok himself trying to deliver food, but the government themselves, they were stopping them and they were not letting them deliver the supplies
You know, it's
because
amazing. It's amazing how that happens, isn't it?
yeah, because it
Amazing
didn't
how
come
that
from
happens.
FEMA. I was like, who cares where it comes from?
Right? It's just it's mind-boggling to me how that happens. Before we get into that, I just wanted to I wanted to bring something up, man. Something's going on with Lyft this morning, and I can't figure out what it is. There's a Lyft stock. They just shot up at about 9:15 this morning. Some kind of news came out. It's not hitting my trading view feed right yet, but Lyft is up right now already 5% over yesterday's close. I don't know what's going on. I wanted to get into here to go into the news. Here we go. Yesterday, right? Yesterday, 6 days ago. This is Lyft news. 3 days ago. So there's no news that's hitting the airways yet. So I'm trying to understand why Lyft's stock is just flying off the handle now, up almost 6%. Have you heard anything, Edward?
No, but I do have some news about the cruise car that almost ran over a family and their kids.
Bro, so I was watching a little bit of that yesterday too.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Tony too much. Good morning to everybody. Carlos, Thomas, Tony,
Good
and
morning.
Goldeneye, what's popping? How we doing this morning? Yeah, it's funny how this song Richmond North of Richmond is really coming to light right now. That's another little piece of news we can get into in a little bit. But right now I'm trying to understand why, like I'm not seeing any news on why Lyft why their stock is jumping. I don't know. We'll have to just kind of keep
Well,
an eye on it.
I do have Lyft stock. Oh, so very nice.
I just want to know why their stock is moving.
I do
Uh,
have some Lyft stock
the,
here.
the, yeah, it's moving, but why is it moving? See, that's the question: is why is it moving? And
So,
it's not
well,
there. It's not showing. It's not showing.
let me let me stick to my news. Okay, this is okay. So before I get to that big giant house in Pennsylvania that actually exploded, actually I think it took out three houses and killed like family, kids, and stuff.
Yeah, I saw the
Before,
video clip.
yep. Before we get to that, this is no, no, no. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again because I need the sound. There was no siren that went off during the fires. And now this is a TikToker. This came in
Why?
by people. They retweeted it. All right, and but this is it. This is how the fire started. Got smoke, high winds. You know, your 80-mile-per-hour winds are probably knocked off all the you know. But it's there's no sirens. Nothing's going on.
Well,
This is
what sirens would you be looking
and then
for?
all of a sudden, yeah, well, there's supposed to be sirens.
Sirens. What?
That there's that emergency sirens, the evacuation sirens that they have there.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I
And
don't.
and you can see the black smoke. You can see the black smoke. The fire started. There's still no sirens. I agree. There's still no sirens. Um, and then the next thing you know, this person decides that, you know what, I need to get out. But as they getting out, you can see how the fire's just spreading all over the place. Look at this.
Well, when you got 80-mile-an-hour winds,
Yeah, correct. The fire just jumps from one place to the other, like really fast.
Go drive down the bypass for a minute and just see
Look at
how
this.
far we go and just see what happens, and then we can just come back up, turn around, because it's just an open highway at this point.
that's insanity. And when you look at
Whoever this
on a
was,
very small part of the island,
whoever this was, man, they got. I mean, they reacted like real quick. I mean, I would have saw it as nothing. I was like, oh yeah, cops are gonna come in. I'll look at a spur, a spur. Is that what it's called? Wow, but this is just
yeah, that's tough. What's getting me is they're only.
the fire was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
I got echo every time you bring up a video. I get an echo. Just letting you know, by the way.
All right, well, see
Every
if anybody
time,
gets an
every
echo, let me
time
know,
I get an
guys.
echo.
Yeah, if anybody gets an echo
here's
on
the
the other
thing.
side, then
Here's the thing, bro. They're giving the Biden administration is only offering $700 per household.
yeah.
To these families, $700. That's it. Just sent another 24 billion to Ukraine.
And yeah, I don't even know.
$700.
I keep seeing videos of what's going on in Kiev.
Oh, you mean the
Okay.
partying and the nightlife?
Yeah, yeah.
Looking
see,
like South Beach.
yeah. Now I'm not from there. Never been there. Never even researched it. It's like one of those countries. It's just like, hey, like it has, whatever. I do not know. Explain to me Kiev, because Kiev is like, is that like near the war zone? Is it right there in the middle of the war zone?
Oh, it's in the middle of the country. Kiev is in the middle of Ukraine.
And I'm just wondering, why Kiev hasn't been touched.
It has been touched. They've attacked Kiev. They can't take Kiev. Russia has not been able to take Kiev.
Correct, but it just doesn't look like a war zone.
Well, that's the whole thing. So you look at some of these other cities that they looked abandoned, but hey, listen, man, a lot of people have died over there already, and it's it's just people are dying for no reason.
Yeah, because
but where the money is, doesn't seem to be anybody dying.
Yeah,
it should be in Kiev. But no, they've gone after the power plants. They've gone after certain hospitals and certain little small towns and cities. But Kiev really hasn't come under what I would. Well, I don't. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if they've come under attack or not.
Yeah. I have absolutely no military experience, let alone knowledge. So, but I keep saying that, keep talking about Kiev. I was like, well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's in Ukraine, but I don't understand what Kiev has to do. It's like, okay, are they not being touched? Because I mean, even if Kiev wasn't being touched, I mean, I wouldn't be out in a damn beach knowing that I could be bombed by a missile at any time. You know, um, it just feels like people are a little free over in Kiev, not knowing that there's actually a war going on around them.
Well, when you let's look at some other places, like we look at Israel, right? And Israel's Jerusalem and some of these areas are constantly under terrorist attack or attack from the opposition. I'm not going to say Palestine's an enemy. I'm not going to say the Jews are the enemy. I'm just going to say you have several warring factions happening in Israel, and people still go about their daily lives. So yeah, it's just kind of nuts. The whole Ukrainian thing is nuts. But that still brings me back to the point. Why are they only giving $700 per household? Somebody did the math. DC Drano did the math. It's $1.8 million is what they're going to give the residents or those locals that have been burnt out of their houses. 1.8 million, while we're sending Ukraine 24 billion with a B.
And I keep seeing that celebrities are lining up to buy everything off.
Well, BlackRock, Vanguard, and
oh no, I'm not even talking about them yet. I'm not even talking about them. Well, who I'm talking about is just your regular celebrity is already lined up.
Oprah, how she's got the 7,000 acres, and yeah, of course, Lady Gaga, Jim Carrey, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, we know.
It's just ironic how they come in to help, about how they help is by actually taking.
Listen, they're going to do the same thing to those folks in Hawaii that they did to the folks in New Orleans after Katrina. It's going to be the same shit. Same shit, dude. Same shit. Same shit. Gentrification, regentification. That's what they're going to. This is how it goes.
Right.
Kings and peasants.
Right. This is the whole thing about money. Some people just have money and then believe that they know what's the right thing for somebody else.
It's not even about that, dude. I don't even think it's about that, brother.
Yeah, no,
I think it's about if people think people can do something, so they do it. You ever heard the expression, just because you can doesn't mean you should?
Correct.
Right? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. But these people can, and they will, and they'll continue to exploit and continue to exploit and continue to exploit. Good morning, Invisible. Good morning, Rideshare Lisa.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commuter Branch.
Now, let's go to my exploding house because I actually have the video. Dude, this is okay. So this is very, very harsh. Okay, so this is an explosion that rocked the town of Plum, Pennsylvania. So authorities say 3 people were unaccounted for following a house explosion in Winter, Pennsylvania that destroys 3 structures and damaged at least a dozen others. Allegedly, county officials said that there were 3 people were taken to the hospitals after the blast that happened shortly after 10:30 a.m. Saturday in the borough of Plum. This is the video. Yeah. Oh man, this is so bad.
That is insane.
A gas leak?
You don't know if they were like breaking bad folks, cooking up meth.
Oh man.
Whatever caused that house to explode.
This is okay. Yeah, this is horrible. In a neighborhood, regular neighborhood.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Just
you don't even see it
just your regular neighborhood. Yeah. They do talk about who was killed. Let me see, Jeremy Emanuel, who lives 3 houses 3 houses down from the home that exploded, told the Tribune Review that he and a neighbor went to the home before the fire got out of control and found a man laying in the backyard and dragged him away from the scene. Oh wow, someone got lucky. Jeremy Rogers, who lives 2 doors down, told the paper that he had been out shopping when he got an alert about a problem in his house and saw all sorts of stuff lying around. His family was able to get out safely, and he was about to go in quickly to rescue his dog. However, he wasn't able to get the family's 3 cats and hopes. Okay, yeah, 3 cats. I was wondering if anybody was 3 unaccounted for. Yeah, okay, 3 unaccounted for. So it looks like there's going to be 3 people that are going to be probably pronounced dead, but we'll see in time. But that was a pretty bad explosion. Pretty bad explosion.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough to watch. I saw it yesterday. It was tough to watch. Thomas Law was like, yeah, it looks like it was a gas explosion. It does, doesn't it?
It does look
It looks like it was a propane, and it just a lot of gas. You know, propane lingers on the ground. It doesn't rise. It settles low to the ground, and I mean, all it takes is one little spark. I mean, you've got a massive explosion.
some really bad stuff. Okay, Vin, I need you to take over for a second here.
The hell did I do?
Just take over
All
for a second.
right. Oh, just take over for a second. All right. Well, here's a bit of news. Let's talk about some news. Since Eddie likes bringing up the news, let's talk about it. Uber and Lyft drivers have some advice for autonomous vehicles set to swarm the streets. Did y'all see the traffic jam that the cruise vehicles had in San Francisco the other day? You remember in San Francisco, they were throwing the cones on top of the cruise vehicles, and those vehicles would shut down. When now there were no traffic cones on these cars, and yet, let's get that Hertz out of there. We don't advertise for Hertz here. This time they were just blocking them up. So Uber and Lyft drivers are now saying that they got some advice for these driverless cars. There was an article I read yesterday where there are people that are taking the driverless cars just to have sex in them, just to have lewd and lascivious acts in these cars. This is what they're doing. And people are freely admitting it. These cars are getting jacked up already. San Francisco's 10,000 odd Uber Lyft drivers have already gotten used to sharing the road with training machines designed to make their work obsolete. Y'all know that's what that is, right? They can't wait to get us out of the cars. From that front row seat, they have watched the robots trigger on-road drama that has angered city officials as the self-driving vehicles have blocked fire trucks, emergency vehicles, and city buses and caused jams by freezing in traffic. Interesting. Bro, have you guys ever really looked at this Waymo car, though? I mean, look, huge cameras on the side, LiDAR and cameras, LiDAR and cameras. If it takes all of that to drive a damn car, I'm not sure I want to get in the thing. If it takes all that to drive the car, I'm not sure I want to get in the thing, because all of this has been on these self-driving Waymo cars for like 7 or 8 years now. I think that's either a Volvo or a Jag. Right? Looks like Ghostbusters. 100%, bro. Looks just like a Ghostbusters car. Anyway, let's see. You know, it's funny when we think about these driverless cars. I'm not going to read the article to you. I just thought I'd bring it up. When you think about these self-driving vehicles, right? It's the same thing that Uber and Lyft drivers are saying, oh, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. It won't last. That's what the people who used to ride horses told Henry Ford about the cars. Oh, it won't work. It won't last. Same thing taxi drivers and limo drivers used to say about, Uber and Lyft drivers. Oh, they won't last. It won't work. This is evolution, y'all. It's coming. This is all coming. And nothing's going to stop it. You know, I saw something that Sergio from the Rideshare guy had tweeted yesterday. I think I did make a comment on his tweet. He hadn't replied. So Sergio, if you're listening, I don't know why you can't reply to me on Twitter, but whatever. They were talking about, you know, all of these. How is Waymo and Cruise getting away with putting these cars on the road? So many of them.
They're gonna get somebody hurt.
Yeah, but here it is, bro. Yeah, but it's like OSHA, bro. Until enough people die, or it costs the companies enough money, nobody's going to stop the progress. This is how OSHA works. Certain amount of people got to die before they make a standard. You understand? Before they make a ruling. Certain amount of people got to be hurt. So how are these cars adding more cars to the road, adding to more construction to the road? That's right, Lisa. That's right. Who's following the money? You
Remember,
always follow the
I
money.
made a report on this. I made a report that the original creator of the cruise cars did not want to let the cars out in the road because he said that the system was not ready.
Well,
And for some reason, he got out. Somebody else came in and replaced him. And look, Cruise is out in the streets right now.
yeah, Cruise. That's right, because Cruise is owned by GM. So here it is. It's funny though, because if you look at the Cruise car, well, yeah, the Cruise cars are GM cars. Damn it, Eddie, you just messed up my train of thought. Son of a bumpkin. You got to follow the money. Which politicians' bank accounts just got a little fatter? Which politicians or city officials all of a sudden have gained, X amount of stock options on these companies? You always got to follow the money. Everybody wants to sit and point fingers. Bro, you ain't got to point fingers, homie. If you follow the money, it's like advertisers on YouTube channels or on TV. Follow the money.
And by the way, when the stock takes off, the stock takes off, and then when something bad happens, what happened? The stock dumps. Why? Because they probably sell their shares.
So always follow the money. It's going to be interesting. I know you guys got this out in Austin, Eddie, already, right? You got a lot of cars on that road already, right?
Oh yeah, but there's way more cars. I'm about to show the video that they almost ran over. It did. I will give it credit because it did react to it, but it's a little too close for comfort. A little too close for comfort. But this is the Cruise car. It's at a stop. People are crossing. It even starts while people are still walking in front of it, and there it goes. The family's crossing on the other side. Really close, boom, bad sensor, boop, and it goes around them. That's what I like about the Cruise cars, it reacts. Okay, but at what point in time are you gonna find when they don't stop and they don't react and it runs somebody over? So
the problem with that is it should have stopped and waited.
yeah,
and so when you got this kind of software bugs,
right there, look at that. Poof.
Yeah, that's a regular asshole driver on the road now.
Yep.
So maybe they are making regular drivers.
So I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this. But if there was no, because sometimes the Cruise cars have drivers in them, but they're just driving the cars back to put them away. But they're gonna do something. They're gonna have to do something because what are they gonna wait for? What are they gonna wait for? And this is just a very closed call. How close do you need to get, buddy? How close do you need to get to get it?
It's not cool. Not cool. I wanted to bring up real quick. Lyft is starting to settle down a little bit. I still don't see any news on why they ran. Oh, insider buy Lyft. Here we go. Let's go look at the story real quick. David Risher, Director, CEO, August 11th, 2023, executed a purchase for 100,000 shares of Lyft for $1.1 million following the Form 4 filing with the SEC. Risher has control over a total of 12 million shares of the company, with 12 million shares held directly.
Can he do that?
Wow. So the CEO is buying shares of his company. They gave him a bunch of stock when he first came on, right? They paid him, his initial salary was $375,000 plus X amount of dollars worth of stock options. Now it's saying, see, this makes sense. This is why the price just went up, because he just bought $1.1 million worth of stock. $1.1 million worth of stock. Over 12 million. See, those numbers don't.
I don't know. Can a CEO do that with his own company? I thought he couldn't.
Oh,
or
a
he
CEO
can't
can buy their own stuff all the time.
he can't dump them.
You
That's
see
what
what
he
he's
can't do.
yeah, the hell he can't. Why can't he? He can do whatever he
Okay.
wants.
Yeah, but he's manipulating the stock. Isn't that considered to be insider trading?
This is why certain groups of people don't believe in companies having the ability to buy back stock shares from shareholders.
Because they see the stock going up right now. People are like, oh my gosh, take it off, and they buy in. They keep buying in. The price rises, and then the CEO, now his 100,000 shares, now he probably doubled, tripled, maybe 10 times his money, and then he just dumps it because a whole bunch of people basically he dumped us. He what do you call it? Pump and dump.
Yep. Well, we zoom. That's exactly what's going to happen. DK sold off a bunch of shares because Uber's stock price is way up from where it was, 6 months ago. It's almost double where it was 6 months ago. So he's taking some of his money, and the Lyft CEO is buying. Well, they got to do something to help the stock shareholders boost the price. The problem is that he can sell these shares at whatever point he wants to. Right?
Yeah.
He bought 100,000 shares for 1.1 million. Okay. Now he has over what? Risher has control.
I wonder how
over
much he bought them
a
for.
total of 12 million shares. So if he bought 100,000 shares, but he has control over 12 million shares, right?
Does he make a majority
Interesting.
owner?
You know what? I always wanted to know this. Let's look it up right now.
What's the price of
Who
Lyft
is
now?
the majority shareholder for Lyft? Oh, look at this. Here you go. Largest shareholders include former LLC, Vanguard. There's Vanguard. BlackRock. There's BlackRock. Vanguard again.
You gotta be
Vanguard again.
no. What? Hold on. Really? Vanguard Group,
right?
FGRB, Fidelity Blue Chip Fund, the BlackRock, Fisher, Vanguard. Oh my God. So now, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, remember Vanguard, BlackRock, man. They're putting their fingers into everything, and they destroy everything with this whole entire ESG score. So imagine that you have to decal your car in a rainbow color if you want to
All right,
ride
so here
share.
you go. Here you go. Former FMR LLC. They're the largest stakeholder at 14%. Vanguard is in for 8%. BlackRock is in for 4%. UBS Bank, asset management's in for 2%. Amazing. That's the institutional holders. But now Risher, if this article is correct, and they're saying that Risher has control over a total of 12 million shares, that puts him in the ballpark. That puts him as a higher stakeholder. So he's got to be somewhere around 3%. He owns 3% of the company's stock. If I'm reading that right.
That 678 shares, 55, 30, 60. Yeah. He's like third, right? Third down the line?
He would be
Third or fourth
He'd
down the
be
line.
fourth down the line now. Yeah. Those are mutual fund holders. Here's the institutional holders. Here's the major holders. 9.5% held by all insider. So that means, inside people. 78% held by institutions, 87% float held by institutions. There are 522 companies or institutions holding shares.
God damn. You know what? Do that for Tesla.
For
do
who?
that for Tesla. Do it for Tesla. I want to make sure that Tesla is not being bought off by Vanguard, or I want to see if they got their dirty hands in there.
Well, I wanted to do Uber, but we'll go do. Well, Elon Musk is the Tesla's largest individual. So let's see where we were at. Here we go. Back to Yahoo Finance. All right. 13% is held by insiders.
There was freaking Vanguard and BlackRock.
Vanguard holds 7%. BlackRock holds 5%. I mean, bro, we know who these companies are, right? We know who the big companies, who the big players are in the world. We know BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street are the three largest hedge funds that own the entire freaking country.
Oh, what was I going to look for? I was going to look for something. I was going to look for Tesla's ESG score.
See, now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Commuter is spot on with this. And this is what I was saying. Right? Richard now looks as if he has skin in the game, which is good for the stock price. However, someone like that has inside knowledge, so can offload if he sees things go south or pump when it's good. 100% commuter. 100%. That's what these guys do. But let's think about that. He bought 100,000 shares for 1.1 million, right? But he controls 12 million shares, which was given to him. Those 12 million shares were given to him in the form of stock options when he signed on to be the CEO. So therein lies the problem. Yes, he put $1 million into it, but that $1 million is nothing compared to what he was given when he signed up. Because remember, his salary was only $375,000, which he claims he donated his salary to his reading foundation. But yes, now he's got a little skin in the game. Well, where'd he get the $1.1 million from?
Where'd he get it from?
Yeah, is that his salary from his nonprofit for his reading corporation or his reading nonprofit?
Not unless Vanguard or BlackRock give him a nice little
See,
1
bro,
point something.
we are playing in the
loan.
wrong game, dude.
Woo!
We are playing in the wrong game.
You see how they assume control? That's how they assume control.
We are playing in the wrong game, homie.
You know what?
You know
what Tesla's ESG score is? 28. Worst score out of all. Actually, worse score than all the gas companies. See, let me see. Tesla CEO Elon Musk replied to an article by Tasmanian that focused on Tesla's urging large funds to stop misleading investors and correct Tesla's ESG score. Tesla raised the issue of its low ESG score in its 2021 impact report, where it stated that the current ESG report don't analyze the magnitude of the positive impact in the world. Instead, they focus on measuring the dollar value of risk and return. Yeah, look, it is Elon Musk replying to a tweet. Yep, stop the outrageous false ESG assessment where Tesla gets a bad grade, but an oil company gets a good grade. Yeah, it's a gaming system. Totally agree. I mean, how do gas company? He's going green, okay, but the gas companies are supposed to keep polluting. Where are you? What's it called? Green what? Something green or environmental whatever services and stuff. The only company that's going green and they give them
the Green New Deal. Yeah,
the Green New Deal. Yeah.
All right, Novice is like, only if he can get the stock price to a point before he can exercise that option. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But he just bought 100,000 shares. So he has 100,000 shares that he can play with, right? Plus he's got the stock options for the other 12 million shares. Right? So I agree. But we don't know when those options, if they're 1 year out, 6 month out, expiry, 1 year out, expiry, 5 years out. Who knows? But that's why your price is going up today, because he just bought 100,000 shares. There's no other news on Lyft. None. There's no other news. Nothing. It's the only news that's hit. This is interesting though. Lyft wants out of bike share. It could doom City Bike, Capital Bike Share, and the whole idea. Well, no shit. Nobody wants to ride the bikes. Lyft and Uber prices surged to new heights during outside lands. See, and this is the other part I don't understand. Risher came out and said they want to get rid of Surge. They have enough drivers. They feel like they've worked. He's only been there 3 months, but he feels like they've worked hard enough to acquire enough drivers to service the platform. Yet my good friend texted me this morning. Good friend of mine texted me this morning. And like, dude, they kept sending me ride requests from 16 minutes away, 13 minutes away, 12 minutes away. Well, if your ride requests are coming in 16, 12, 13, 15 minutes away, apparently Lyft doesn't have enough drivers yet. Because if they had enough drivers, requests wouldn't need to come in from 16 minutes away. The whole time, they're not paying you to pick up the people. You're not getting any extra to drive 16 minutes. So I don't understand it. Like I said yesterday, Eddie, CEOs are nothing more than head salesmen for the company. They're the head salespeople. That's their job. Sell the company. Make the stockholder feel comfortable. That's their job. They don't do nothing else. That's their job. That's their job.
Okay, so I'm trying to look for the ESG scores of the worst companies out there. Because these are usually companies that, I don't know, you might
Why
want to
are we on?
invest in.
I'm just curious why we're on ESG though this morning.
I was just wondering who these companies are.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go
Just
for it.
one.
I'm going to go fill up. By the way, SPY is on the low. SPY is really down. We got a triple bull. We got a triple bear trigger happening right now on SPY. On SPY. SPY's going bye-bye. See you later, SPY. Go ahead, Eddie.
Wow, hold on. This is so confusing, this chart. How do you read this damn chart? You see this? So this is the chart. We got Apple, Microsoft, Saudi Aramco, which is Saudi Arabia, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, Tencent Holdings, Tesla, which is right down here. But I see that Tesla has got like a 15%. S&P Global, Sustainalytics. So I guess these are the worst companies. In between Apple, Microsoft, Saudi Arabia, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, Tencent Holdings. Oh, Tencent Holdings was in China. They get a score too. Tesla, Alibaba, Berkshire, Taiwan Semiconductor, Samsung Electronics, Visa. It keeps going right down the line. But it looks like Tesla is not the worst. Tesla's not the worst. But these are all the, I guess this is the score. So I'm assuming S&P Global's got a 66, 66, 58. Anybody know how to read this ESG score stuff? Man, this is truly interesting. So I'm assuming, trying to get into companies that don't have a really very I was thinking about just buying some stuff of companies that have a very, very low ESG scores, like bad ESG scores. Yeah, Bank of America, Protect and Gambler, Walt Disney, 70%, Home Depot. So these are all good scores. Good scores. Okay, so these are the worst scores. So Apple comes in last. But yep. So okay, Apple, Microsoft, Saudi Arabia. I wonder why. Then we have Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, and Tesla, which is right up there too. So this is the lowest companies with low ESG scores. Let me see comparison of the environmental, social, and government ESG score of the 25 largest companies by market capitalization worldwide in 2021 by ESG score provider. So I can't believe Apple is last. I figure Apple will be like up there. No. But this is very interesting.
What's that?
the ESG scores, but I've noticed that these companies, um, these companies, I'm assuming that these companies are so big that they don't need funding. So ESG scores, it gives, as far as I understand, it gives the ability to get money, so they can take the money and reinvest it into their companies. But all these big companies like Amazon doesn't need funding; they have their own money. Apple's the same thing. Microsoft, Saudi Arabia don't need money. They let people borrow money. I don't know what Tencent Holdings is, which is in China. Facebook, they don't need no money. They have their own. Alphabet,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know what.
companies always want to operate off of money. They never want to
And
operate
Tesla,
off of money.
Tesla don't need no money. Actually, Tesla gets money, so
Well,
because people want to do business with Tesla because of SpaceX, and then Alibaba is really up there too.
Well, you got to understand, businesses want to operate in a debt. That's capitalism. You don't think companies actually have a zero or a positive balance sheet, do you?
Yeah, because people were trying to. I keep watching. I don't know. I think this is Arabian guy, and he talks about finances. I think. I mean, I don't want. I really do not want to misquote his religion or anything like that. But he's pretty knowledgeable about what he talks, and then he starts talking about what. Well, whatever
I'm
whatever
not
he
going to
practices.
that up, so I'm not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me take it off. And he talks about how Tesla is able to. I mean, how Elon is able to avoid paying taxes because he doesn't actually pay himself. He just holds stock options, and then
You can't say he doesn't pay taxes. He paid the largest single tax bill of any independent citizen has ever paid, over $5 billion.
His company. Yeah, his companies do. So what happened?
No, Eddie, you're wrong.
Hold on. Let me finish. Okay,
I'll let you finish.
So so he owns stock options, and he takes out loans. He takes out loans on the stock options, okay, and then he pays the loans back at a certain percentage. But when the stock goes up, let's say he takes out a loan and it's 4%, but the stock goes up, then he can pay it back. He makes 6% on it, and he just pays the 4 back, and he keeps the other 2, and it's free.
Okay, listen. First of all, he just paid last year over $5 billion in personal income tax. I don't give a shit how many loans he gets. That $5 billion came from him. Okay, I don't give a shit how many loans he takes out. He ain't making enough money to cover that $5 billion nut he had to pay out. Because remember, that's when him and Elizabeth Warren got into it. When she said, "Oh, Elon should pay more," and he said, "I just paid more than any American citizen ever has, and you've already spent it before you've even gotten it." Elizabeth Warren, the Native American.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Native American.
The whitest Native American that I've ever seen.
The 168th Native American that stole money from the from funding that was allocated for minorities to help them. The white liberal woman went in there and took that money. Knowingly, she stole that money. And yet this is a senator who's going to sit there and lecture you.
Like
I said this to somebody last night. They got hot with me. They really did. They got hot with me last night when I said the biggest threat to American society is the white liberal woman. The white liberal woman is the biggest threat to society.
Wait, you mean
what?
You mean a Karen?
No. Karen's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Whole nother thing is a whole nother thing, bro. I'm just saying, white liberal women
are
Sergio to society.
Sergio.
Oh, Sergio, yeah. Hey, Sergio's here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that I keep listening to the PVD, and it's just like they keep holding these companies with
get them, Eddie. Get them.
So. But yeah, Sergio, explain. Well, I was gonna say explain it, but you're gonna have to type it. But forget it. Don't type it. Sergio, we were going over your little tweet that you did with the little car, dude. That was a near. I mean, like that was a little bit too close for comfort with the cruise car that almost hit the family. I mean, the mother looked back like, "What the hell is this?"
That's California for
Uh,
you, though, man. That's California for you. I'm curious. I'm curious about something, though. Will the autonomous cars get their fair share of Prop 22 money? Will the companies get their fair share of Prop 22 money?
I don't know.
I'm being, yeah. Well, you know, when Sergio finds the next Uber, Lyft, DoorDash hose over of drivers, will Waymo and Cruise be able to get a piece of that money too? Their cars are driving. So if their cars are driving and they're operating those cars, even if it's remotely, do they now fall under Prop 22? It's a joke question, but it's a serious question. It's a joke question, but it's a serious question. If a robot that's owned, if a robot or remote device is doing the exact same work that a human is doing, are they not entitled to the same fair and equal treatment and pay? Nobody's got an answer for me there.
No, I don't know. It sounds very interesting, though.
I think they're entitled to the
really
same fair and equal treatment. It's somebody's controlling that car. It is not completely. It is not. Well, Rideshare Lisa, here's the question. This is a serious question. Lisa, serious question. Is it in the Prop 22 law or bill? And well, it's a law, right? Prop 22 is a law. So is it in there that says this only applies to human drivers? Show me why they're not entitled. They're being remotely operated. They're being overseen. There are people that are watching these cars. Yeah, but James, JDN, I promise you, Waymo and Cruise are paying taxes. Make some taxpayers. I'm not trying to be funny. Here is a real question. Something to think about. Right? Something to think about. The companies pay taxes. There's a remote person somewhere that is monitoring that vehicle like an air traffic controller. It's not in Prop 22 way before AVs. So now what happens? Does Waymo and Cruise have a legit, hey, we're not making enough money by operating our cars. We're going to need a little help. And isn't Waymo on the Uber app? Aren't they in cahoots again? First they were separate, now they're together, right? After Uber stole the Waymo technology and Waymo sued the hell out of Uber, now all of a sudden they're back in bed together. It's amazing how that works, isn't it? Here come the text messages, y'all.
Oh, there's gonna be some good stuff because I'm looking at this whole ESG score thing and how they're basically holding basically companies hostage with this, and the companies basically they got to do what to get the ESG score.
Well, it's funny because ESG, weren't they saying that certain companies that aren't adhering to the ESG guidelines, their ESG score isn't good enough? Banks are not lending to them, or they are unfavorable to these companies. So raising capital for a business, if you're not complying with the ESG supposed requirements, makes it difficult for you to raise capital.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I don't know, but I think it does affect companies if they do not have with the right banks, that is. Yes, ESG, not to be confused with MSG, right? Hell, you probably with these ESG scores, you probably got a better shot of getting a loan from Madison Square Garden or MSG versus ESG.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. See, in a short, and an apparent BlackRock-led rush of investors into ESG on the past 2 years have been something of a self-fulfilling prophecy, at least when it comes to the biggest such fund of the planet, a BlackRock exchange-traded fund that trades under the ticker symbol ESGU, according to the data from BlackRock and Morningstar.
Well,
So it's just look, it's all involves BlackRock. I mean, it keeps saying that one of either BlackRock, Vanguard, or State Street, that's the other one, State Street, is the largest shareholder in 88% of the S&P 500 companies.
yes.
They are the three largest owners of most DOW, the Dow 30 companies. Overall, institutional investors, which may offer both active
Eddie.
or passive funds, own 80%.
Eddie, go look up who the largest stakeholder in BlackRock is, and then go look up who the largest stakeholder in Vanguard is. And you're going to find out they're both the largest stakeholder in the other one's company. Like I said, I'm just curious how can these companies claim anything for Prop 22? I know it sounds like a joke. It sounds like a common sense joke. But when it comes to these big corporations, I don't put nothing past nobody. Now, I know Prop 22, that money's paid for by the riders, right? And then the apps collect the money and then disperse it as mandated or required by Prop 22. But the riders actually pay the money in. So I guess the question would be, does Cruise and Waymo charge, because they're operating in the state of California, are they required to charge riders Prop 22 money? That's another question for my California peoples. Is Cruise and Waymo paying into Prop 22? They're rideshare. They're a gig app, right? So these would be questions I'd be asking, because that's a whole lot of money there too that might be going into somebody's pocket, but nobody's following the money. I don't understand what Invisible Ranch means. That's the trade show Vinny coming out.
Okay. I know what he means. You don't see it? Trade show.
What's trade show got to do with? What does trade show got to do with what we're doing?
The trade show coming out. All about stocks and stuff. Oh, come on. Big pockets. Let me see. Vanguard has a fairly unique structure for an investment management company. The company is owned by its funds. The funds are owned by the shareholders. Thus, the shareholders are actually actual owners. In contrast, most public-owned investment firm Vanguard is not outside investors. I don't care. I just want to see who the name is.
So Silver Fox says, if they are paying the fee, I bet the companies will try to get those Prop 22 monies. I mean, I would be. If I'm collecting it and I'm not, maybe some of that, I got to be compensated for collecting that money. I don't know. There's so many questions. It's like Serge says, and I get that. But somewhere you would have thought Prop 22 has been around what now? 3 years? How long has Prop 22 been around? 3 years? 4 years? Prop 22 came around way before AVs. There's nothing in there about AVs. I understand that, Sergio. That's not what I'm asking. You would have thought this Prop 22 has been around, 2-3 years now? They knew autonomous vehicles were coming. You would have thought there would have been some kind of language in there. I'm not saying there should have been. I'm not saying they did. Obviously, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, though, if for me, I would have been forward looking. But what do I know? I'm just a retired dumbass Uber driver. By the way, y'all, because Eddie didn't tell y'all. Eddie didn't say nothing. Today's my birthday, y'all.
Oh, happy birthday.
It's my birthday. I am double nickels today. I am 55 years old. I am thankful to my Lord God for saving me 3 weeks ago and keeping me moving now. I am. Today's my birthday, y'all. I don't have a happy birthday. Somebody should be singing happy birthday to me on this thing, but you know what? I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah. Hey, happy birthday. I know, right, here, Lisa. I know my phone was telling me that it's Vinny's birthday. But I actually got the Galaxy phone, the Fold 5. So I traded my 4 and I got the 5. So I got my notifications are still, I'm not getting them. So I want to make sure. Even my daughter was. Oh, by the way, yeah, my daughter said happy birthday. So she
You
knew
know
your
what?
birthday was
And
today.
you tell Little Miss I said thank you, and thank you for everybody out there in the chat wishing me the happy birthday. I do listen. This is probably the most special birthday I've ever had. I can't lie, because I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here to pick at Eddie's haircut this morning.
yeah,
You know,
that's right. So it is Vinny's. This is Vinny's. Today is gonna be the day where Vinny says, like, you know what, I'm getting the Tesla. Screw everybody. I'm getting the
today was
Tesla.
supposed to be that day. Oh, by the way, did you see the new news on Tesla?
No, what
They
are the new
offered
news
two.
on Tesla?
They offered 2 new variations to their lineup. The Model S and the Model X each dropped $10,000 in price overnight. Right? There's 2 versions of it. There's going to be the one version which you already know is the long range, yada yada yada. But now they're introducing what they call a standard range. So the
What's the
standard range
standard?
means less mileage on the batteries,
Yeah.
little slower time. The one guy who I watch for all my Tesla news, he's been pretty spot on and pretty accurate. He's saying it looks like it's a software lock. So because the gross weight didn't change, so the battery chemistry and everything didn't change.
Oh, they do that in Canada.
Supercharging capability didn't change. Still 250 kilowatts for supercharging. The vehicle weight is still 4,650 pounds. So the battery packs did not change. The motor sizes did not change. So then more than likely it's a software lock. So now you can buy a Model S or a Model X for about $10,000 less. But yes, we Zoom. Today was the day I was supposed to be ordering the Tesla. But that was before a month ago when all hell broke loose. So now we're looking, we're looking a little bit down the line here.
Okay,
Maybe
now
another
look,
month.
it was easy for me to find Lawrence D. Fink, which is the largest of BlackRock, but I'm having a little trouble here looking
Fink,
for
isn't Fink the
Vanguard,
CEO? Fink is the CEO for BlackRock.
the
Thank
biggest,
you again.
largest shareholders.
Thank you again for all the birthday wishes. Driven Dad, Tony, tell Lisa I said happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Miss
dear
Lisa.
V.
Happy
And
birthday to you. You know what? Hey, that's one way to work on your tips, right? Your tips when you're driving, right?
Oh, what do you tip? Do you tip those people that have the sign in the back
$100
of the
over
car?
100.
Today I turned 21. Venmo me money for
No,
my
no, no,
first
no,
2
no, no, no,
drinks.
no, no. Listen. I'm probably 90% effective when I do this. If I find out one of my riders, it's their birthday. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. I don't give a shit. I sing them happy birthday. Every time. 90% of those rides tip out. Just for sharing a little kindness. Because you never know, right? Somebody's birthday, you don't know if they got a big family, a little family. You don't know if people have forgotten their birthday. You don't know. So when a complete stranger finds out it's your birthday and they acknowledge it, whether they say happy birthday or sing happy birthday, bro, I'm telling you, that's a little trick to get your tips up. That's a little trick. Silver Fox. See, I'm with you on that. The Model Y, the Highland version of the Model Y is already available. The model version of obviously the Highland version of the Model 3 it's on its way. And don't forget, Cybertruck and the Model 2 will be debuting here soon.
Yeah, I don't think they're really changing. I mean, it looks like they're still
Come on,
using the same
Invisible. You're not
machines.
gonna sing?
Oh,
You're not gonna sing for your peoples, man.
you
If the
can
captain's there, you can sing.
you can type it. You can type it. We'll sing it for you. We'll put music on it, but you type it.
Happy birthday to you.
To you. And by the way, well, I have here a Vanguard Group, Rothschild
Uh-huh. Who's the biggest
controls.
institutional holders? They're the largest institutional holders of each other's company.
So we got the Rothschild, and but that's on what I can find on Vanguard. It's been a little tricky looking for Vanguard here.
I'll show
But
it to you later. I'll
Fink,
show it to you when we're done.
Lawrence D. Fink, as of January 31st, January 31st,
He's the
2023,
CEO.
he owned 520,126
Yeah, he's the
shares.
CEO. He's the CEO. So, all right. Raymond says it's my birthday every day. Then, bro, if you were in my caddy and it was your birthday, I would sing happy birthday to you. I would.
Every day.
I don't know about every day, but I damn sure would. Maybe on the ranch. Lift to the moon. See you all later. I don't know about lift to the moon, but they are definitely up. Well, they were up higher. Then maybe they're retracing now. I don't see lift going to the moon. Not with Richard buying his own shares, but he's got to be buying for a reason. Lift to the moon.
Damn, yeah, you're gonna have to show me that. I really want to see that. Okay.
Rothschild is a World Bank.
I believe at Disney a long time ago, for them to be able to build a Disney. So I believe the story was that he wanted to build Disney in a particular area, and there was a whole bunch of houses for sale. So he didn't want to go there and be like, "Hey, I want to buy your house. I want to buy your house. I want to buy your house," because then once the people started picking up, they start jacking up their prices on their houses. So what he did, he opened a whole bunch of companies with different names on it. And then each one of these companies went and bought like a small section until he basically had enough room to build Disney. I don't know if that was
Disney where?
Florida.
Not in Florida.
That was back in the day when Disney was first being formed.
That wasn't in Florida. Where the land he bought to build Disney in Florida was not residential.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was when he first got the idea. California? He wanted to build it. Maybe.
You sure you're not talking about California?
Maybe. But that was the story of how, because he knew that kind of like when Tesla came here, everybody jacked up their prices when he was trying to buy the whole entire town, when SpaceX and people basically just started waiting and not selling their houses.
Well, look at Boca Chica.
Oh yeah, Boca Chica, man.
Right? There was only like 50 houses, I think, was built where Space City is. There's only like 50 houses along that coastline. And there's still only like 50 houses along that coastline. IRR says, I had my heart attack before Halloween. I got out on White's birthday is November 2nd. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of reflection. 100%. It's no joke. It's no joke. Like my biggest issue right now with the coming off the heart attack is my inability to sleep. Like it's very difficult for me to sleep. I have a lot of problems sleeping. I can't stay asleep. I can lay down.
Also, you have a lot of things. You could use it to your advantage.
No, I can't. I'm not killing myself to kill myself.
Oh no, I'm
not killing myself to kill myself. You motherfuckers are nuts working all these hours. When I hear about these guys out here doing 60, 70, 80 hours in these cars on these gig apps, I'm like, fuck that. The amount of toll that it takes on your body, both physically and mentally, oof.
No, I don't know. I think for me, it's motivation. The whole I got to do something because ain't nobody else gonna do it for me, type of thing. Some people,
that's one thing, Eddie. Yeah, but that's one thing. That's one thing. Killing yourself for the sake of just doing something, in my opinion, is ignorance.
You need your goals. You need your goals.
Goals are fine. Get your goals. I'm cool with your goals.
Where you need to get to. Okay, and for me, if I need to work 20 hours to get there every day for a couple of years, I'm gonna do it.
Well, like I said, it comes down to what's most important to you, right? Right?
I'd rather die trying than die broke.
Okay, well,
and worse, which is homeless.
Nothing wrong with that. Nobody cares.
I'm trying to look some information on these. Yeah, that's right. Wisdom. I mean, I definitely do not want to knock anybody because what I'm doing, a lot of people can't do unless like some other people believe that we're not doing anything. Not me. We. that we're not doing anything. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything about it. That's why I can't really point the finger at anybody that if someone looks really tired and stuff, but you don't see them working, it doesn't mean that they're not doing anything. It's just, maybe you don't know that they're just behind the scenes, they're really working. I'm really working. I'm not driving as much. And as a matter of fact, compared to my Tesla, I only put half the mileage with the truck than I did with the Tesla. The Tesla was like a little bit over 100 for the year. Right now with my XT6, I'm a little bit over 50,000 miles in a year. So I'm driving a lot less and I'm working a lot more on the other side. So if
All
I
right.
start doing
Well,
something,
let me answer this real quick. I don't do any type of I don't do that stuff. I don't drink alcohol. I might have one drink a year. I don't do anything else. I don't even vape anymore. So I'm not with any of that. Just not my thing.
well, if you stop
Diet
vaping,
affects sleep. Yeah, I understand. My thinking is I'm just probably overthinking a bunch of shit, and it's just hard for me to rest. I've always been that way, though. I've always been that way, bro. Always, always, always. But I used to be able to knock out and sleep for 8-10 hours. Now I can't. So I don't know. What else? What else we got going on, Eddie?
nothing. Just I was just gonna mention something about the pivot. Remember on Sunday, we gonna start talking about YouTube, how to set it up.
Yeah.
Okay, how to set up your YouTube on Sunday, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know what time that is Western.
Somebody yelled at me in the thing yesterday. Said it was 11 a.m. 11 a.m. West Coast time. I thought it was a 3-hour difference from here to California.
I know the time
3 hours
zones
difference.
change.
It's a 3-hour difference. So if it's 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock my time. It'd be 11 a.m. California time. So yeah, there you go.
But that's why we like to do these additional stuff on the side. It makes us a little bit of money, but that's what I rather not make that much money ride sharing and make the money that I would have been making ride sharing doing other things. Which
Right.
I'm trying to be honest on my videos. Like, hey, I didn't make 2,000, but remember I am taking off to concentrate on the other things that I do.
Yeah, but it's not that you're taking off. It's that you're replacing certain work hours for other work hours.
So I'm still waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week, and working until 11. But like Vinny's issue, 11:30, 11 o'clock comes, and I wake up. I don't know what it is. It's like I want to go to work, like I want to do something. So I might sit in the computer and work on something. Usually I grab my phone and I'll do some work there.
Raymond asked me, hey, Vinny, are you doing the blue pill? Nah, bro, I don't need no pills, homie.
Is that the blue pill that I'm thinking about?
He's talking about the little, the little.
Yeah. Get the blood going.
Nah, bro, I ain't got them issues, bro. Oh, that's funny.
Maybe he does. Just the blood goes to his head, and then he starts. That's why he can't sleep at night.
Oh my god,
Maybe
I can't. That's funny though. That's funny though. Hey, you know what? Now, what happens with people when they do have heart issues? Because remember, the blood's going there from somewhere. So if you got heart issues, isn't that one of the things they always say? Maybe your heart's not safe enough to have relations. We're gonna go with the Clinton. I did not have relations with that woman. You lying sack.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you got head
Monica?
at the White House. He was getting head underneath the Resolute desk.
Are you okay, Monica? Yeah.
Okay. Bro, you getting head underneath your desk too? What the hell?
Good girl. Yeah, well, it kind of just happens. I mean, she volunteered anyway.
Oh my god, can we change?
But I'm looking at my Amazon.
Did you get your?
No. I submitted my 3 videos. By the way, I got denied the first time. Oh, man, I'm so nervous.
Well,
so
I'm going to do
nervous.
mine today. That's my job today. I got to do my. I
Um,
promised Richie I would do my 3 today.
this Amazon influence, it looks very simple, but I already got denied once.
All right, we can talk
And
about
I
that
think,
Sunday.
yeah, and I think the second time I might get on this one I might get denied it too on this Amazon influencer. But I
Why?
think I was doing a review on the product, but the product that I was actually doing was not the actual same one, because my product is like what, a couple of years old. So when I did the review, the product looks the same, but it was the improved one. But it looks exactly the same. But let's see. Let's see. But I got my next three. I got my next three products that I'm reviewing, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be my last try. So, but I'm gonna consult with Richie. I don't think Richie's gonna be here today, but I'm definitely gonna consult. Throw Richie in my 3 videos and be like, Richie, just take a look at it, bro. Okay, let me know.
Well, I mean, as long as you adhere to to the guidelines, you should be fine.
Yeah,
You should be fine, my friend. I want to see you up
so
there.
nervous
I want to see you up there.
because this, if I don't get this approved, then it's gonna be like such a waste of time.
Well, you got to think positive, bro. Don't be negative. Don't bring that negative energy into the room. Anyway, Lyft is sitting there now. It had its little run up this morning. I'm wondering why Sergio says lift to the moon. I just don't see it. I don't see it unless Sergio's got some inside information. I don't see Lyft running to no moon. It might hit the clouds, but it ain't gonna hit no moon. My friend, drink it with Peacemaker the batter. No.
Ramon.
I don't know what's going on with Lyft, other than Risher has bought shares. So if that's the catalyst, it's an insider buy. That's it. That's all that's out
Yeah,
there.
but the
Because their
Richard
price-
buyer, insider buyer, was that news came out today?
Yeah, bro. That's the news I read. That's
Oh.
about Risher buying the shares.
So
It was an insider
Wait till
buy.
it
That was it. But
wait
Loop
till it catches
Capital
on.
adjusted their price. Yeah, but Loop Capital adjusted their price down from 12 to 9. Lyft ain't gonna make they ain't gonna move nothing, bro. But you know what? I got to tell you something. I'm gonna give Lyft some credit. I'm gonna give Lyft a whole lot of credit right now.
Why is that?
Because yesterday I did 5 trips. Yesterday, split shift in the morning, and then again a couple hours in the evening. All right, 5 trips for $132. All 5 trips were Lyft. Uber has not gone off since I haven't had an Uber request since Saturday. Just the Uber app's not going off. But my Lyft app is going off just fine. $132 on 5 trips yesterday. I don't know what I'll get today when I go out. Because yes, I am going to work on my birthday. I'm working now with Eddie right now. This is work.
Yeah,
This is work.
this don't stop. You know what I was doing on my daughter's birthday? I was working.
Well, I've been asked out to dinner. I've been asked to go to dinner.
I do work. I spend some time with them, but I go back to work. I mean, I can't get them the things that they really need if I don't work. So I need to go. There's a lot of people out there in some positions that I want to be in, but it's just a little difficult. Need to work my way up there, but I can't stop now. Oh, this is some good stuff, bros. So I'm trying this new Galaxy Fold 5. You know what I realized about the phone? It's actually smaller than than my 3. It's freaking smaller. I can't believe this.
What happened now? What are you talking about?
My Galaxy Fold 5
Okay,
is smaller.
Bring it up on screen so we can see it.
So this is my Fold. This is my 5 right here, and this is my 3 right here. My 3 and my 5. It is smaller.
Why do you have 2? Oh, what'd you do? Just buy a new phone? It's not smaller. It's the same size.
No,
Yeah, it
smaller.
is. We're looking right at it, bro. You're five. You got it. You're five lower. It's the exact same size.
It's actually smaller.
It's the exact
Like
same size. We're looking
like
at it.
if you hold this one and then you hold this one and then I looked it up. Yeah, it's actually smaller.
Oh my god. Goddamn, Eddie, I didn't know you were a size queen.
It is just truly. I mean,
Let's see. Let's
I'm
get to
gonna
some
lie.
of these.
Look at this. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's get to some of these comments. Looks we all paid all these shares due to raggedy rides lately. Lyft is giving me any luck. Lyft hasn't given me any lucks in the last 3 days. Okay. Dude, my last Lyft has been like, I've had to adjust what I'm willing to drive for a little bit. Not much. I did sacrifice a touch, maybe about 3, 4, 5%, but I had to, or else I'd be sitting there with nothing but air in my hands. But Lyft has been feeding me. I mean, Lyft is feeding me rides. Now, I'm not letting them rape me. I'm not letting them take advantage of me. But I mean, my rides are still good. They're still good paying. So I don't know what the hell's going on with Lyft. IRR says I haven't done any Lyft since they threw me into a $2 ride at FLL. I don't blame you there, bro. How do you get a $2 ride out of the airport? That's some bullshit.
Wow, I didn't even know that
bullshit.
would ever happened.
Commuter brand. Yes, Eddie. More miles on the Tesla and half the miles on the XT6. But how much gas, tires, brakes, oil changes, and servicing at the dealer costs?
Oh yeah. That's added up. You're not even including the breakdowns. I mean, don't get me wrong. The breakdowns didn't cost me anything, but it did. I wasn't working, so I didn't make anything.
Well, it costs you time and it costs you money.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh
AB,
yeah.
Tony's asking, any grandbaby yet? Yes. My son and his wife welcomed in my newest grandson the other day. I believe it was Friday. Friday was the baby grand arrived. Another Vincent in the line. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4. He is the fifth in a row now. It started with my grandfather on my father's side, my father, myself, my son, and now my son's son, my grandson. I got a grandson, yo. I got a grandson. All right. I got 2 granddaughters and a grandson. Y'all believe that shit? As sexy as I look, as good as I look. No little wiggly woggly like Eddie over there. No Rico Suave hanging off the front of my head.
No.
Ramon, I didn't sleep well at all. I didn't get to sleep till about 2:00 this morning. I was up at 5. I crawled out of bed at 6, and I was going to go out because remember I told you Lyft has been giving me the 7:15 to 8:15 3-ride streak, not streak zone, 3-ride streak for $15. But I monitored the app. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, so I'll get out in the morning. I definitely will get out in the morning. Remember, in the mornings, you want to be on the west side going to the east side, or you want to be on the east side going to the airports. You know what I'm saying? Remember how traffic flows, bro. In the mornings, everybody's going west to east. In the evenings, everybody's going east to west in my market. That's the way traffic flows here. You don't want to worry about going north or south because then you really get caught in traffic going north or south. But east and west, that's where the money is. In my opinion, that's where the money has been the last 3-4 days.
In my market is in the AM is north to south, okay, and then in the PM is some south to north and east and west to south.
Right.
But everybody's going in the mornings. Everybody's going into the city, and then
Eddie
at
likes
the
some
end,
big.
everybody's
Eddie, boy, you know what they. Eddie.
Hey, you know. I mean, I don't want to judge. You know, I don't want to judge anybody else, but usually big is better.
Oh shit! Melvin says Uber on the other hand has been coming through with Premier. That's awesome, bro. Because now, what's Melvin? Your caddy's still in the shop waiting on the chip. And you know, Melvin, if you want to come on tomorrow night, if you want to come on the show tomorrow night, bro, we'll bring you on. We're gonna have an extra spot open. You want to come on the show, man, and talk about how life has been for you since you bought the Tesla with the rideshare. I think people watching the rideshare garage, I think they would enjoy hearing your experience because I know you and Bucky just went and got these Teslas. I'm so not jealous, not envious, but God damn it, I should have mine too. But I'd love to hear you guys' take on it so far. Because you guys have had them now about a month and a half. So hopefully you guys can show up tomorrow night and we can make that happen. Thank you, Tony.
Model Y Performance. This is Model Y Performance, black on black, tinted windows, going for 43 with 303 miles.
Appreciate it, Tony. Thank you, Raymond. Eddie's only fan must be a big fan. Yeah, well, you know, Eddie's used to that.
You know, it's just, you know, one of the reasons why I got the 3D printer. You know, OnlyFans ask me for things, and I can print them out, send them in. Vinny, I sent yours in the mail.
You sent me a what? Don't be sending me no pictures.
Yeah, just, you know, OnlyFans.
Don't be sending me no pictures, bro. I ain't trying to open no pictures.
People ask, it's not a picture, it's 3D printed, bro. Brother, oh, look at this. Look at this. So nice. Really awesome. I can't believe.
Is that a Transformer Dino head?
You could say that.
Nice.
It's a T-Rex Robo head, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
I was just printing it out just to see on it. It came out actually pretty nice, man. I'm trying to get used to it. So these are actually files that I actually download. I was talking to a kid yesterday. You know, last time we were talking about, there was somebody in the chat that they said that they have a 3D printer and they know how to use it, whatever. And I was like, hey, this is what I want to do with my Suron. Okay. I was like, if I can make this, I can make YouTube videos of me riding my Suron around with my new kit, show it off, and people like, hey, where'd you get that kit from? And I was like, oh, he said, you can go to this site, you can actually order it. It's only a couple of $100. So I'm looking forward to it. It's simple kit. It's literally just a clip on. You remove the cap from the Suron that it's on the top of the battery that closes down, and you just take that off and you put the other one in, and it looks like a cafe racer, futuristic,
nice.
Kind of like cafe racer. But something simple that I could print out on my 3D printer and stuff. And I also wanted to try to print something that I could actually give out to everybody, like our fans, like Melvin, Commuter, Lisa, right chair, Lisa. Oh, Ramon, the ones that have been with us for like a very long time.
You should, bro.
I don't know what to print. I know what to print.
I know what kind of phones they got. Print them a phone case with
yeah. I'm still working with the phone cases. They come out all right, but I need to have the designs already made. I don't know how to make them myself. I got the gentleman that I'm speaking to, that he's got a 3D printer, and he's got a couple of other people that he actually works with. I hope it works out. I told him I was gonna try to give him a call today so we can talk about the design. I can't believe he did. You know, he actually went out of his way and did the design and sent it to me. But yep, there you go. Okay, he answered back.
All right, Bro Kids TV, what's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a minute. Let's see what's Raymond saying here. Vinny, I was planning on getting the XT6 2023. You think it's worth it? If you want I'm going to tell you like I've been telling people. If you want my honest opinion, I think the pivot is down, and I'd be looking at a Tesla if I were doing it right here, right now, because you can't depend on Excel, Lux, Premiere. You can't depend on it. If I were going to do something, I would probably look at the Tesla, because at least you know you're going to be able to save the money on the back end with the maintenance. Maintenance is going to be huge. Yes, you're going to have to buy tires, 40,000 miles. Well, if you ever owned a sports car, you're replacing tires every 30 to 40,000 miles anyway. If you ever owned a lowrider, you were replacing tires every 25, 30,000 miles. It's
Yeah.
just the way it is, right? So I would be pivoting down. Or the only other, if I wasn't going to do a Tesla, I'd be doing something that'll give me X and XL, a minivan, Chrysler
Now,
Pacifica.
there's a good reason for the why. The why, the why. For me, if I get the why, because that's what I'm shooting for right now. Because my business has been 2 years already.
Okay.
Maybe I can get the loan, business loan through my bank, but business loan. If I get the Model Y, um, I'm not going to be driving it. That baby is being rented out, and I already have a renter, and it's going to be about. I think it's going to be about 500 a week. Model Y, black on black. So I just need somebody that's going to take care of it. I'm looking at it as an investment, not as a whatever personal car that I can just show off and be like, oh yeah, I got a test. I was like, no, that bitch going to make me money.
Well, okay, let's see. Driven Dad, his latest video here, he has Tesla full self-driving experience. Right? So there's Tony. There's Dashing Trader. I didn't even look at the video yet. I didn't even think about it till just now. You know. So let's see.
Heads up display. Let's go.
So I'd never considered that.
So is this a part of the car?
Yeah, this is part of the car.
So you guys go check out. I'm gonna post the video up here.
I just noticed he's using the flip.
There's the link to the Driven Dad's video. Y'all go check him out. I'm gonna check out the video once we get done because we'll be off here in about 6 minutes. I'll go look at the video.
Yeah,
I've already given it the like. I like Tony's videos. Tony's videos are nice. Or nothing. See, and should be more of this kind of stuff. Really should be. What Tony just did there. Tesla should be paying him to do that. This is what I mean. This is what I was getting at last week when some people thought that I was bashing Pedro with GigCon. See, this is what I don't like about stupid motherfuckers. See, stupid motherfuckers only here to respond. They don't here to listen. What I was suggesting with GigCon is that if Pedro can get together with the guys who run Curbivore and offer more things like this, like what Tony's doing with the Tesla, bring Tesla in on GigCon. Have a couple of Teslas there like they do at CES and let people test them out. What Tony did should have been considered like a workshop. Drivers can get in and see what the Tesla is all about. And then Tony can actually sit there and have pamphlets and hand out things. Hey, this is my data. This is my information on how I've been able to make money and save money with the Tesla. But see, certain people thought I was bashing Pedro, which is the furthest thing from the fucking truth. I don't even know fucking Pedro. But people got all fucking bent out of shape because of that bullshit. Because
they come across a lot of that.
They listen to listen. They listen to respond. They don't listen to hear. You know what I'm saying? They listen to respond. And so I think what this here, that's perfect for something like that. Because drivers get to see it, feel it, touch it. And then if you got a Tesla representative there, maybe the Tesla representative, right? Now maybe they can sell a few of these Teslas to these rideshare drivers.
Yeah, the commission is still up there. You know what? I'm gonna get my my commission. I think if I can get my link.
See, yeah, but Eddie, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're already thinking business, which I love it, bro. I love that you're thinking business. But I'm saying
anything you do, okay, should include making money.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yes.
I understand that the purpose of life is to make money. Well, not the purpose of life. The purpose of your work life is to make money. But what Tony did here, he wasn't paid for that. He was not paid for that. He did that to give people, an opportunity. And that's the kind of stuff you need at these gig conferences. So I just wanted to go on the record and say that. So for you people out there that thought I was bashing GigCon, kiss my ass. That's not what I was doing.
Yeah.
This is what I was doing, was offering suggestions, how to make it better. Now, all of a sudden, none of you motherfuckers got any experience in the trade show business. None of yous. I got 21 years worth of experience. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you know what? Truth, I was unpaid. I understand, Tony. I know. And you did a huge service for GitCon. Anybody who took the ride with you, that you took them through this, right? Any of the gig tubers that videotape while you were going through this, it's an awesome experience. This is why I was questioning what was there for the drivers, what kind of workshops, because that's what it has to be. Just bringing a couple of people together to have a conference and to hear us talk. Well, hell, we do that every day on the fucking YouTube. But drivers need to see, feel, touch, hear, and experience. Those are your clients. GigCon's clients, GigCon's future success is going to be based on gig workers showing up. 21 years of experience in the trade show business. Talk about constructive criticism. That was the criticism that I gave.
You know, there is this guy that keeps commenting on my YouTube video. He's like, oh, you know, he decided to take this whole trading thing, and I was like, he's taking all his money. And I was like, dude, I'm not trading my money. I'm technically trading your money. I said, you don't get it. And he's like, you should go back to driving and making it 2,000 a week. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, it goes like one ear and then it goes like right the other. I was like, dude, I can't be 70 years old and ride sharing. I was like, I can't do this forever. You should know. It's just, but the damn guy or girl just doesn't listen. It was like, it just goes one ear and it goes out the other. And I'm trying to explain to him. I was like, the answer is no. As many times as I say, it's like, no. If a girl says no, then it's no. Like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to hit the road. I don't want to stop doing this so I can go back to driving, okay? And then doing it 12 hours straight every day, 7 days a week. Like, you just like don't get it. Like, the answer is no. Sometimes I do have, I like my fans. Don't get me wrong. I like my fans, but I love my haters. Love my haters. I need my haters. It's just like, it just doesn't make sense what they say, but you know, it's like they critique, and I was like, hey, but I just like, you do it. You go and you drive, you make a career out of it. There's somebody out there that's making a career out of it. Go out and you can do your own mechanic in your own car and stuff and make a career out of it. You know, do it 7 days a week, 12 hours every day. All right. And then just do that.
You see, well, but this is my whole point is I wanted to clear that up with GigCon. I just wanted to clear that up. I just wanted it to be known that, you know, sometimes you got to listen to what people are saying instead of listening to respond. You got to listen to hear. That's all I'm saying about that. I think GigCon is it's in its infant stage. There is definitely a lot of good stuff that can come from that. I'd like to see it grow, you know. I would just, you know, if somebody's going to offer some friendly advice, that's what I tried to offer, was friendly advice. But see, so many people are so fucking offended and so butthurt over bullshit that they don't take time to listen to people that's actually got the experience. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, where are we at here? I will say that the gig community that got trips from me are very generous. Yeah, shout out to the Gig Wars official crew. Cray and Red, They made their runs. They made their runs with Tony. I think that was awesome. Let's see what else we got going on here. Actually, YouTube is a shortage of content creators. 100%. 100%. There's such a shortage of content creators, not YouTube channels, but there's such a shortage of content creators that they got to go and take content from other channels and then try to repurpose it or regurgitate it on their channels. Yeah, we know how it is.
Yeah, sure. Show up for Sunday. Show up for Sunday. Is that
There's
is
a
that
very nice gesture, Eddie. How about a Vinny and Eddie keyring or coaster? There you go. That'll be
yeah,
up to Eddie.
you know what? Send me a picture or something. I gotta work with the program. I know I'm able to take pictures and make it 3D things out of it. I just don't know how to or what program I would use to make something. I think I can use CAD. I don't know if that the guy that I was just talking to. I don't know. I like the whole 3D print. I'm looking for anything I can print on. And so far it's been coming out pretty good. I just got to get used to it. Actually, somebody sent me a video of how to get a little bit of more detail because this got printed in 2 pieces. I didn't have to do anything. It got printed into 2 pieces, and then it just snaps together.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to send me that.
But this thing looks
JDS
so awesome.
JDN says business loans are at higher rates. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
That's why that's why like when I apply, I gotta take the business loan and the interest rate, the payments, how much I'm gonna rent the car for. At least I'm not gonna be worried too much about maintenance in the car because most it's gonna be new. I'm assuming I'm gonna get it, and I know at least the gentleman that I have in mind that I'm gonna take my shot with. I know how much money he makes, so he be good, and I know he takes care of his Tesla, even if it's a rental. He does take care of it. I will admit. So I like the
Novice
way he
bets, I
works.
agree. I agree with you there, bro. People do like to tell other people what to do.
Yeah, I
It's
put
nice.
I put my referral in there. So if you guys ever want a Tesla, use my referral link. I don't know what I can buy with $500. I don't think anything is under $500 in the Tesla store, but oh yeah. Okay,
Right.
I've seen those driven that for under your. Hold on, you know what? Yes, I actually saw that thing. Hold on, let me go search this real quick. Let me see, Tesla. What kind of mount is it? Tablet, right? iPad. Tesla. Let me see if I can find something in here. And yes, I can. But this goes on top of the TV. You need something from like under the TV.
How is this even possible today?
Okay, I gotta see if I find something. See, I got a. I don't know if you use a Yeah, you're talking about something on the bottom. So you need a See, I got this one. Hold on, where is it? See, I got this one right here, but it's like it's in front of the screen. I know you want it under. So it's gonna be something like a cup holder or something like that. That goes on the cup holder. But yeah, but I'm also looking for your trim. What is it that you need? A beard beanie?
I need a what?
What was it that
You make
Driven
it. You
Dad
should.
needed? A beard beanie or something like that, or something that he wanted me
I
to
have
try to get.
no idea what you're talking about, bro.
Hmm.
Tesla owners get referral credits for giving rides to prospective owners. If they buy, you will get more credits. There you go. Driven Dad's like,
By the way,
I need an iPad mount. So let's develop an iPad mount, Eddie. Let's go. And he's saying a beard bib. Plus one for a Tesla Model Y phone mount. So there's no shortage of ideas if you just look around.
yeah, no, I'm. Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
All right. Well, look, it's 11:06, Eddie. So I'd like to move forward with my day here. I got things I got to do. I'd love to sit here and play with everybody today, but I can't do it. I got shit I got to do. So, Eddie.
All right, guys. So we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll troll some people here, maybe.
No,
We'll see.
there's no trolling. No, don't. No. We're not doing the tit for tat bullshit. I'm not doing it, bro.
We
I'm
won't.
not doing
We
tit for
always
tat.
we always
I'm
we
not
always
doing tit
troll.
for
We
tat.
always troll somebody.
I never troll.
We
I
always
don't troll
troll
nobody.
somebody. You know, Nick from Jersey. We troll Nick from Jersey sometimes.
I'm not trolling anybody, bro. I
No.
won't be on the show. I'll quit before I do that bullshit.
Nick
Have
from
some
Jersey.
class. Act like you've been there before. Have some class.
Okay.
Don't be
Nick
classy.
from Jersey.
Don't be classy.
Okay. And I troll. I troll in my chat every once in a while. You know, when some people make some
Okay,
comments.
I'm outta here,
and stuff,
y'all.
You have to.
Y'all have a great day.
All right. Oh.
See y'all next time.
All right. Oh, and no video today.